Once in a dense forest, there lived a sly and cunning weasel named Wally. Wally was quick-witted and clever, but he used his intelligence for trickery and deceit. He would often lie to other animals to get what he wanted, whether it was food, shelter, or favors. One sunny morning, Wally spotted Benny the rabbit happily munching on a pile of fresh carrots. Wally's mouth watered, and he immediately hatched a plan. Approaching Benny, Wally put on his most concerned face and said, "Benny, I just saw a fox sneaking around near your burrow. You should hide." Startled and frightened, Benny hopped away to find a safer spot. As soon as Benny was out of sight, Wally snatched the pile of carrots and ran off to his secret hideout. Days went by, and Wally continued to deceive his fellow animals. He told the birds that their nest was in danger just to snatch their berries, and he convinced Timmy the turtle that a storm was coming so he could take Timmy's cozy spot under the big tree. However, word began to spread about Wally's tricks. The animals became wary and started discussing his deceitful ways. One evening, the wise old owl, Ollie, gathered the animals to discuss how to deal with the cunning weasel. "Wally's lies have hurt us all," Ollie said. "But instead of confronting him, we will teach him a lesson." The next morning, as Wally wandered through the forest looking for his next target, he noticed a pile of ripe berries under the old tree. Greedy as ever, he hurried over, but just as he reached the berries, a net lifted him off the ground. Suspended in the air, Wally struggled and called for help. The animals appeared from the bushes, looking up at the trapped weasel. "Help me, please," Wally pleaded. Ollie fluttered over and said, "Why should we help you when you've done nothing but deceive us?" Wally, realizing his tricks had caught up to him, lowered his head. "I'm sorry. I lied and tricked you all just to get what I wanted. I didn't think about how it would make you feel." After some discussion, Ollie decided to give Wally a chance to redeem himself. "We'll set you free, but only if you promise to change your ways and make amends," Ollie said firmly. Wally nodded sincerely. The animals released him, and from that day on, Wally worked hard to earn back their trust. He helped Benny collect carrots, gathered berries for the birds, and even shared his cozy spot with Timmy during rainy days. Though it took time, the animals slowly began to trust Wally again. One evening, Ollie approached Wally and said, "You see, Wally, being clever isn't a bad thing, but using your wits to deceive others only leads to trouble. True cleverness lies in being honest and helpful." Wally never forgot those words. From then on, he became known as the Weasel who used his smarts to solve problems rather than cause them. Moral: deceit may bring short-term gain, but it leads to long-term loss. Honesty and kindness build lasting friendships.